Welcome to video 177 in series 3, and now I'll make some general improvements to some scripts. Alright, so you might be aware that there is like a bug when you're reloading. So for example, if I pull out the assault rifle, and if I reload and then change to a different item while reloading, so bringing up the inventory, then a bug will happen and we can no longer reload the weapon. And a similar sort of thing for the crowbar as well. If we swing the crowbar and then bring up the inventory and select like the assault rifle and then go back to the crowbar, suddenly we can't swing it anymore. So that's no good. So we need to change that. It is actually swinging. There's something funny going on. It's a bug, but the animation is not going. You can see it's doing weird things hitting the floor. Okay, so let's quickly change that. It's really simple. Start with the gun ammo script. Inside of the onEnable method, I need to put the following bit of code. If gunmaster.isReloading, then reset gun reloading. So this will be called whenever the gun is enabled, which is exactly what happens when you select it from the inventory. So the next time, so if you were reloading and you change to some other item, then isReloading would still be true, and so you wouldn't be able to reload under the current situation. But because now we'll reset that and set isReloading to false whenever the weapon is enabled, so then it'll be alright. So there won't be any more issue with that. So we can quickly test that out. Okay, so just shoot away, reload. Okay, bring up the inventory, bring out the crowbar, bring back the assault rifle, and no problem. So I can reload, and that's fine. So that's fixed. Okay, good. Next, I'll edit the melee script. So it's the melee reset script. Here, I just need to do something very simple. I already have this method called reset melee, and it says melee_master.isInUse is equal to false. So while it is in use, you can't swing the crowbar again. So all I need to do is inside of onEnable, inside of if item master is not equal to null, just call the method reset melee, and that way every time you pull out the crowbar, it'll be reset and ready for swinging. Alright, so we're not finished with the melee weapon because there's something else we need to do inside of melee strike. I also need to update this, add another line here, so that way the my attacker is supplied. So at the moment, if you take a crowbar, it's basically a stealth weapon. You can go and hit any enemy and it won't alert the other enemies. That enemy won't go into the investigate harm state and call out to all its allies. So we need to, because no my attacker is being supplied, so we need to just put in this line of code right here that says collision.transform.root.sendMessage, and that message is set my attacker. Of course, it has to be written exactly like that to match the method that's on the state pattern script on the NPC, comma transform.root, comma sendMessageOptions.don't require receiver. So I'll just save that. And I'll just jump over to Unity and just try out the crowbar. So I should be able to swing it now, and when I, let me do that again, swing it, okay, change to a gun, change to the crowbar, and yep, I can swing it again, no problem. And well, they're already quite aware that the player's around, but let's say if there were a group of them and some were facing in a different direction, then there wouldn't be an issue. So then the investigate harm would kick in, and the enemies would then start looking for where is their, how come their ally has been hit. But anyway, sorry, I'm going off the track there. Now there's something else that can happen. If you have more than one destructible barrel in close proximity, sometimes, so and if you're the player and you come and blow one up, sometimes what can happen is that the game over event, because the player's health will be checked, it can be called more than once in very quick succession. And what that results in is the player basically becoming unable to access the menu, but invulnerable. So they'll not be able to access their, I think, their inventory, their menu. So of course that behavior is completely undesirable. So we need to make a change to the Game Manager master script, and it's a very simple one. So just open that up, and inside of the Game Manager master, look for call event game over. So that's it. So the problem is this method can be called in rapid quick succession if the player's health is repeatedly like in very rapid succession, that their health has been set to 0 or below 0, and then various other stuff. Well, there's another check that's done that if their health is 0, then call the game over event. And so this game over event right here gets called multiple times in quick succession, resulting in the player unable to restart the game or access the menu, but they're invulnerable. So to correct that, we just need to add in here a check. If not is game over, then set the flag is game over to true and call the game over event. So once the flag is true, it is impossible to call the game over event again, and so that cannot happen. So we've completely defeated that sort of a bug. Okay, so that is everything. That was all I wanted to do, just edit 4 scripts. This chapter, we still got a little bit more work. So I want to make items be able to distract enemies, and I want destructibles to also be able to distract enemies. So, okay, so I guess keep on going onwards, and I'll see you in the next video.